Hi guys, it's me, Dimension Battles, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the Flamespawn archetype. So I showed this archetype, I drew one of the cards on stream before, but yeah, so this is the first card for the archetype. It's called Flamespawn Warrior, the first one I ever made, and I decided to make this because I wanted to add more detail. I wanted to work on perspective and cooler like angles where they're holding weapons. So that was kind of the basis for what I was going for when I made this game. So Flamespawn Warrior is a stage 1 common card with 300 power and 100 defense, and most of the weaker ones have the same ability, and it reads, if an opponent's creature is about to battle your Flamespawn creature, you may force it to battle this card instead. So the entire gimmick is the Flamespawn Warriors. This is a little bit of lore if you want to hear it. The Flamespawn Warriors are like loyal soldiers, so they sacrifice themselves for the stronger ones. The weaker ones sacrifice themselves for the stronger ones to protect. And then we have another weaker one. I made this card on stream. Flamespawn Guard, a stage 1 common card, 100 power and 300 defense. The exact opposite of Flamespawn Warrior. And he also has the effect to change the attack to him instead of the other one. And all of them have different backgrounds. I was thinking about making all of their backgrounds like this. It looks like one battlefield continuing, but if I did that, it would look boring, and it wouldn't, like, I would want to make it so, like, the mountains would connect, or, like, the soil or the ground, the earth would connect there. But if I did that, it wouldn't look as cool, I feel, so that's why I didn't do that. Then we have Flamespawn Swordsman, the balance between the regular warrior and Gardon, the protecting one. So Flamespawn Swordsman has 200 power and 200 defense, and was about to battle when a creature opponent was about to battle a Flamespawn creature. Once again, you can force it to battle him instead. And he has 2 swords, and some of them are different. Like this one is just plain. This one has orange spikes on the top of the hand. This one has like more on the bottom of the arm area. So they all have slight differences among them, but for the most part, they all look the same. And in case you guys are wondering, this is a mask that they're wearing. It's like their battle helmet, so yeah. Next up, we have Flamespawn Blaster, one of the stronger ones. It doesn't have an effect. I originally made Flamespawn Blaster because I made Flamespawn Warrior, and I didn't like the way Flamespawn Warrior looks, so I remade him into Flamespawn Blaster. That's why they look so similar. And I thought I was going to have to scrap Flamespawn Warrior because when I drew him, my pen slipped. And that's how I made this cool little chin design. So it was an interesting way to make a pretty unique design. So I made him look kind of old, but still rugged looking. So I thought it looked pretty cool. And that's why instead of making this one a replica of Flamespawn Warrior, I decided to make him into a new Flamespawn monster called Flamespawn Blaster. The stronger stage 2 common card with 200 power and 300 defense. Then we have Flamespawn Mask. So like I was saying, all of these cards, they're wearing their helmets or their masks. And basically, you can equip it to a creature, and it adds Flamespawn to their name. So that then these 3 you can equip it to like a different creature, and these 3 could still protect it because it would change the battle and it would change the attack to them instead. So I thought that was a pretty unique and a pretty cool ability. And when I made it, this was the first time that I drew the mask from the right side because I only had these 2 when I first started. So this was the first time that I saw it from the other direction. So I used that for a basis to make Flamespawn Gardon during my live stream. You guys should check out that stream if you haven't seen it yet, if you want to see my thought process while making Flamespawn Gardon. So yeah, next up we have Flamespawn Blaster. I made this one more recently. It's a stage 2 rare card, and it's basically like a blaster. So an additional weapon that they can use, it looks like their head or their mask shape, but it's not, and it's an arm right there attached to the weapon. And you can discard a Flamespawn creature on your field to destroy one of your opponent's creatures, which is a really, really powerful ability, and it's a pretty strong item card. And yeah, so I was originally going to make it, this was like some kind of fancy handle or something, but I thought it would look better if it was an arm instead, so that's what I went and rolled with. We have Flamespawn General suggested by Faldax during a stream, so thank you Faldax if you remember. About 3 weeks ago, or a month ago now almost, he suggested this during the live stream, and I decided to make it off stream, but it looks pretty cool. So this is one of the stronger ones that I was talking about for the Flamespawn archetype. Flamespawn General, a stage 3 rare card, 300 power and 500 defense, and he's one of the strongest ones. I made one for each stage. See, I made 3 stage 1s, which is the weaker sacrificing ones, a stage 2 item cards, and a stage 3, so you guys can guess what's coming next. The stage 4 Flamespawn Dragon. So, a little bit of lore, more lore. The idea behind all of them is they're a bunch of lizard warriors, or like, yeah, and they wanted to, their leader is this giant dragon that they protect, and they wanted to make sure so they know that they're on the same side. So they made a dragon-like helmet, which they wear over their head, which is right here. Flamespawn mask. So that's kind of the lore behind it. And Flamespawn Dragon is the strongest Flamespawn card of this archetype. Flamespawn Dragon is a stage 4 ultra rare with 500 power and 400 defense. And when it destroys, you can when he's destroyed, you can add a stage 1 Flamespawn creature from your deck to your hand, and you get a token. So you can get one of your warriors not really to take his place, but for more like support, I guess, and add it to your hand, and you gain a token, which is why I made the effect kind of balanced, because he doesn't have the strongest power in defense for stage 4, which is why I gave him a good ability instead. Yeah, so this is the entire Flamespawn archetype. I think it's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys like this archetype. If you want to see more videos, then please subscribe. It's free, and it would be really nice if you could subscribe, so thanks. Okay, leave a like and subscribe. Bye, guys!